Hello everyone, this is Jer, playing Oxygen Not Included. In the last episode, we've got these private bedrooms constructed. Still have to finish the other ones. And just disassembling this, I wanted to take the heavy watt wire that's in front of the bedrooms away. Let's have a quick look at that. That runs up like this, so this is no longer needed, so that whole line can disappear. Along with this tile here, heavy watt joint plate, that can go. Just going to put the last touches on these rooms here. I've got 12 of them, one for each of my dupes. Beds are in place, but they're not actually considered private bedrooms unless you have decorations, 2 of them. And you have tiles, or drywalls. Just watching this dupe here, are they on break? Just wonder, are they stuck? Hold on, let me place these. Let's go take a look what's happening there. Mine are going to build. They're sawing something. They think they're sawing something. I'm gonna hit move. Okay. Don't know what that was about. Anyways, moving along here. As I was saying, we want 2 decoration items. And I don't have a lot of fiber reed, so I don't want to make too many paintings, at least at this time. So we're going to put some plants in here. So we consider each of these a private bedroom. Notice how I took this heavy watt wire, all this red negative stuff away from the bedrooms. Did that in the last episode. So in addition to that, we're going to do drywalling. So we get a little bit of decor for drywalling, just for its existence. We're going to make each room its own design. Well, as many as we can. Maybe what I'll do is whoa, what's happening there? I guess that the game allows you to change this out. I don't want to... Oops. Alright, so we've got that room. We've got the rainy rooms. The algae... I'm kind of disappointed in some of these. Like, all it is just a green thing. They call it algae. The rain one looks kind of cool. This one's just... There's not much to it. A little disappointing. Okay, what other drywalls are there? I think I'll unlock more options as this gives me things. And there's just pastel. Not very exciting. But maybe as I unlock more options, I'll have more interesting things I can switch to. What else do we got? And then there's this fresh white and drywall. Well, let's have a room. This is for the less creative dupes. Maybe can choose to sleep in this one. And do we just do basic drywall? I'm thinking, let's do, my favorite one's the rainy one. Let's do another one, a rainy one at the end. And the dupes must be happy about these new rooms, because as they're working, they're singing along. So I'm going to tell the dupes to put plants in these guys. May not have enough of those type of plants, but I can switch to a different type as well. Okay, so while the dupes do that, let's make a few other changes. Specifically down here, I've relocated this pump that used to be up here. Down here where it has brine. What I'd like to do is have a wall separating these 2 geysers. These 2 geysers are dumping liquid in the same place. Which is just a little problematic, just in the sense that I want to, I'll have to have a heavy wire going a different way. But I want to be able to know that I'm getting just brine or just polluted water. And this is kind of a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a ladder system over here. Like that. We're going to create a wall, and we're going to put polluted water on this side. That's going to come from this geyser. And brine on this side. I already have a lot of polluted water over here, and we'll deal with that in filtering. So this is going to take the dupes a little bit of time, so I'm just going to go away, let them do some work, and then we'll be back when the drywalling is in and that wall is created down at the bottom of my base. So I just want to show one thing that I realized that you can do. I did not know. I'm not going to change this everywhere, but I'm going to get rid of these. I think I have to get rid of them in order to make this change. But as you build these, I never thought to check, but you can actually rotate these. Just to do more artistic thing, more for yourself. But I could have made green dots. Still not really that impressed. But that is just something I did not know to until I just thought, you know what? Why don't I try rotating one of these things and just see what happens? I mean, it looks a little bit better than than just the whatever this pattern you want to call it is. But anyways, there's that. I think we're out of rare seeds. Yeah, let's put in some of these. They can go between 20 and 50. It is currently 17, so that's not actually ideal. You can go, let's do joyous. I'll only have one joyous seed. Let's experiment then. Is a corner molding going to be enough for decoration purposes if I didn't actually have enough plants? Because I never really thought to check the temperature requirements. So rare is fine. That requires 10 to 30, but we're out of rare seeds. So let's just do that as a high priority task and see what that does. In the meantime, we'll see if the dupes have made any progress down there. No, they have not. They've been in the bedrooms because they really want their bedrooms upgraded. No, really. Whoa, that's not why. Well, the real reason is this. Oxygen. This is my oxygen room. This must not be functioning. Why is that? No water going in? There's water going in. Max pressure. Oh, I'm getting a false signal here. Ah, that was never set with appropriate settings. Okay, there we go. This was supposed to be 50. Basically, this is sending the signal true. Keep pumping if it's less than 50%, and stop if it's more. Whoops. Okay, did not realize that. Oh, over here, I guess we have to wait for this tile to also be created. Installing a little bit of gold. We're waiting for that tile. Let's see the decor. It's at its max, even with debris. Not an issue. Even on the final, oh no, not the final ones over here. Possibly because there's just less gold. So there's no plant here, but let's see if these are actual private bedrooms. It is. I don't know actually if it's from the pot. Let's get rid of the pot. I'm just wondering if I just could have that. It's just a little bit easier because plants are finicky in the sense that they can only grow in a certain amount of temperature. So if I have one of these guys in a corner molding, I'm just curious, is that enough for a private bedroom? It is. Okay, you just need 2 decoration items. That makes it easy. I mean, I could have put 2 of these corners on each of the corners. It made it a little bit easier, but okay. So the final thing is, just to be nice for the dupes that are on the far end here, let's up the decor over here. Could either use gold, or maybe what I'll do may help if I put sculptures here and here, because this might be a bedroom in the private bedroom of the future. Could also put more of these on the sides. We'll see if that's enough. What about the bedroom, second bedroom? That's also not... Oh, you're actually missing something. Hold on. Could explain why. In this case. Large sculpture going right there. We'll check the one underneath. Yeah, you're at max. Not quite max. That could be the... just the large amount of debris. Sort of have a utility, potential utility area here. So let's make a bunch of bins and just clean out all of this. That may solve this issue. I can see... So here's another question. Is this a private bedroom? Yeah, so even though I... actually, I could just build a hanging pot. And that's enough. So I actually didn't even have to put a plant in it. I didn't realize that. It's a little bit... usually in this game, I find the requirements are a little bit more than what you think they are. This is one of those cases. It's just 2 decoration items of any... doesn't have to be particular value. Alright, so what I want to do here is I put in everything that I'm marking to be is swept. I'll copy this setting. And in slower time, the dupes can clean out all the material around the bedrooms. No longer need to have this. Having a little bit more gold on this end, because this is a minor optimization, but more dupes are going to be running here than they will here. There's only one dupe that'll be running here every cycle, so it's just going to speed them on their more dupes on their way out. Anyway, not the biggest deal. Oxy Fern, probably not going to use that anytime soon, but why not take it? So with this, then I guess we can get rid of the barracks. We don't want any of the dupes sleeping in there. That's just pointless. Sad, we got to get rid of our lab cot, but it's got to go. So I'd rather have scientists sleeping in one of these rooms instead. Oxygen situation is still not getting down. Whoa. Okay, this was never switched over. That needs to be done. I may have complained about this one a lot, but I would really hope it's some update. They're going to have something you can just tap a button and switch the order for these. And direction for the gas bridges and other bridges. Okay, so that's going to feed ox. Where's that? Oh, let's go into the other base. And ultimately, we want to get oxygen into these guys. So I can do some construction down here. So they're picking up resources. So this is kind of a sign once you start seeing this, because this is a level 5 task. It's low priority. That means the dupes are kind of running out of things to do. On the one hand, assigning this task is nice because they won't stay idle. On the other hand, I don't like the dupes being doing things that are low priority stuff. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make a change over here because I noticed in my rocket, well, we've got a lot of carbon dioxide in this zone. That's not great for the dupe that's cooking here. Let's see, how can we deal with that? Let's, I think that's easy. If we just put mesh tile right here. That'll allow the carbon dioxide to go down, the oxygen to go up, and that'll actually feed the oxyferns that are right there. So that's going to make it a little bit more comfortable for a chef when they're using the gas range and the electric grill. So yeah, my plan here is, with some insulation being installed, I can add some metal tiles made out of aluminum, great conductive material. And the idea is, before I drop my food off, instead of just dropping it off there, I'm going to have it make it go all the way around like this and go into here first. So it will travel through this and take it on a little bit cold. So the food that drops here, let's have a look at this. Currently it's, well, this one's -7, but once it comes out of this thing, it's going to be warm, and it will drop here and go down slowly, but this is going to speed up that process. So the dupe soil, oh, here we are. We need these tiles put in, so the carbon dioxide is going to fall down. Kind of surprised there's this much carbon dioxide right around. Okay, here we are. This is going to help quite a bit. So oxygen is going to start flowing up. Carbon dioxide is going to start flowing down. We'll make this area more breathable. We may need to do the same thing out around here, but we'll see how this goes. These little dots, the ones that are higher up like that, that's probably hydrogen. The ones that are in the bottom, it's probably carbon dioxide. Okay, so we can see at least one dupe can go down here again, thanks to the oxygen line. Once this one is full, the next one will become available. It's nice to produce this, but I'm going to say, let's disable that building for now, until more of these are filled up, so we can concentrate on construction down there. Okay, so we can make our change here. So I want to cut this right here and have the conveyor line go like this. I see Cook is there. Oh, actually, here's something. We're watching something. It's going in at 91 degrees. It's pretty warm. Makes sense coming off the grill, right? It's going to be warm. It is 69 degrees now. It's got on around the corner. And I can't quite... I was technically up here. It's now 40 degrees. So it's not freezing, but we've taken it down quite a bit. And if I wanted to... maybe I won't do this now, but I could extend this aluminum tile so it goes through even more. But we'll leave that's going to help a little bit. Insufficient resources. I thought it was natural gas. Well, we are low in natural gas. We do have lots of natural gas here, so we should make use of that. But I need the dupes to work on this, because I'm getting nervous about one day this starting to pull in some polluted water. How is the oxygen system up here? Just given that I've got all of these filled up, I might start the process of making a nuclear reactor. So I'm going to have a research reactor up here. That's going to produce a ton of power. Not only will that be lots of power, it's going to produce a ton of red bolts as well. So I'm going to want to put my solar panels up above this system. So we're actually going to put them at the highest location that they can go. Now this is my home asteroid, so I'm not going to get asteroids or meteorites. Few of those, and there we'll want a heavy watt wire line going across. We'll use copper because copper is sourced from the top of the asteroid. That's just going to make it easier for the dupes to build this. If I can click on this button, please. There we go. Just want to make sure that the dupes aren't idle. They're probably cleaning up this material down here. Just because they can't actually do the construction that I want them to do at the moment. Does everyone have these suits? Snazzy suits, one for rancher and one for scientist. Okay, so now everyone has a snazzy suit. Except for doctor. So let's make one more suit for doctor. Start to grow more reed fibers. It's too cold over here, so I'm gonna get rid of these two. Actually, it's too cold for that one now. Well, I guess we can design then or start the process of designing a nuclear reactor. Wasn't expecting to do this. I was planning on just doing some filtering with water, but because I can't get down there, we're going to put in the first phase of our nuclear reactor. We're going to have a strongly insulated layer here, and that's going to be made out of ceramic. And then everything else is going to be granite. Let's put this in like that. Just need to make sure I am going to leave enough room for the dupes to be able to get in on this side. I think we'll go like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, whoops. Is add insulation right there, and I'm going to put 10 steam turbines in. 1, 2. Oh, this doesn't work as well as the solar panels. So I'm going to take my time. 3, 4. No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is good because this gives me an idea of how far I need to go over with this, as well as the solar panels. Now, I may not want to peek over too much, so I might hold off on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a ladder for the dupes to be able to reach this. We'll connect in with this, so that'll keep them active over here, and a path up to the solar panels as well. And once those solar panels get connected, they're going to block the ones that are down here, so that's the old solar panels. We want to tie into this so we get the power. And one thing I wanted to do is make sure I have the tube in line, because now that the dupes are here, they're going to be spending a lot of time going up and down doing construction. Let's also, they've got a lot of stuff that's being made out of copper. So if I dig out some copper that's local in the area, that's just going to help reduce the amount of back and forth that the dupes are going to have to do. Lots of copper in this little zone here. So my design for a nuclear reactor, and by the way, I plan to put that research reactor right in the center, just down one. And anytime I've done this long in the past, I've found I've needed about a dozen to 15 of these steam turbines. But I think several people have made comments that you only need 10. So I'm going to experiment and try 10. I don't know whether there was an update at some point that made you need less, or maybe my testing a long time ago wasn't quite right, and I thought I needed more than I did, but I'm going to try to do 10. Because I normally do like 15 or 16 or something like that, so this will save a little bit. Oh! Let's destroy this tile. Cleaner is stuck. Well, they're able to do some building down here, which is good. How many can get down there? Only 2. So I'll leave this open until this ladder is in place. Otherwise, the same thing may happen. So for the meantime, I'm not too worried because this area is just going to consume polluted water. This area is just going to consume brine. We'll put changes in. Just want to check. I just use a lot of ceramic on that top build. Oops, if I can type. 23 tons. Just curious whether we need it anymore. I'd produce more if we did. So we've got coal and clay sitting right there. But I think we're fine for ceramic right now. So this is going to be a big project. It's going to take quite a while. But if I only need to make 10 of these, that's going to be a lot better. And also, one of the things that has happened in this game, I really like, drywall used to be 400 units. Now it's only 100, so it takes only a fourth of the amount of material to make drywall, which I think kind of makes sense, but it makes it much easier when you're trying to, because I'm going to make this whole area is going to be drywall. I'm going to be trapping in some hot steam that's going to be coming from the research reactor. And these guys are going to be consuming that and turning that into power. Speaking of which, let's bring in a heavy watt line that runs across like this. I'm also going to experiment with conduction panel. I'm not so confident that this may work, but we're going to give it a go. And if it doesn't end up working, I'm going to go back to the solution I used in the past, which is just putting liquid here with a conductive pipe. So the dupes are going up. They're starting the ladder. Heavy watt wire going up. Oh, okay. Now that they're going to go in and out quite a bit, let's change this. This definitely needs to happen. I want some oil. Okay, I've consumed a lot of the oil, though. I have disabled this. Let's go back in this world and see where we are with oil. We're slowly producing oil. Power is our issue. You are doing the best you can, but you're just not making enough power. What to do power-wise? I could make solar panels, but that's a bit of an issue with the asteroids, potentially. You're out of coal. Maybe the best thing to do is just bring another dupe over temporarily. I think I had cleaner over here. I'm going to make another one of these guys. Cleaner, you're going back over here. Would also be good to put a deodorizer. Nope, that's not right. No, apparently we're not building that. Deodorizer right there. Alright. So teleporter is going over. That's going to help us produce more crude oil. Because what I want to do is build a dip down station here, or a liquid airlock, which is going to be much better than the setup we have right now. We'll put that about right here. So we'll have this work like this. And once that's in place, maybe we'll make this out of gold tile, just to be fancy. Only so much gold left. So I'm going to have liquid in here, and when the dupes walk by, they won't be letting hydrogen or possibly oxygen escape. Because these doors are good, but they do let a little bit of air through every time a dupe goes through. We're going to want to change the heavy watt wire to go up and around like this. You always need to be ready to pivot to do something a little bit different. Let's check each one of these. These colors are just too similar for me to be able to discern just by looking at color. So I have to hover over each one. Private bedroom, private, 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 and yes, yes. Okay. All right. With that out of the way, we can get a gift here. Pug slug, why not? We could put you in here. Wrangle. We have our suit, and I think Doctor is in the other asteroid, so I don't think they can pick it up right now. So power is an issue over here too. So I see two dupes here, and there must be no hydrogen. What? Hold on, what is happening right now? What is this thing saying? Okay, they're getting off. Now they won't get... Okay, alright. We were just kind of watching that in a weird state. But this system over here, it's going to take a while to build. But we're never going to have power issues again once these steam turbines turn on. So the ladder is now existing to go up here. I think I'll just leave this for now. And I'm going to concentrate primarily on this airlock, so let's just change this out. I want to put some crude oil right here. Get rid of that ladder. I'm going to tell the dupes this is the priority. So I'm going to take the power off on this door right here. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the door, as this area is enclosed. A gold tile right here. Don't have a lot of gold tiles, so I'm just going to make this a regular tile. Alright, so this door is being put in. Now, can I put a liquid vent where heavy watt wire is? I can, okay. Let's take this out. See some gold. You must be installing flooring. Okay, so another gold tile. This will be the last one for this area. It's going to be installed right there. And we just have to have a line for the crude oil to go in. And stay away from that water line. So the crude oil line is right here. It's going to connect in and start sending crude oil there. By the time that's built, these two side ones hopefully will be built, but they're level or priority 6, so I'm thinking that's definitely going to happen. Oh yeah, let's make sure we put in this because we're not getting power from the solar panels. Again, dupes priority on that. So right now, we still have this door functioning, but the air that's in here can slowly leak out over here. You can see a little bit of hydrogen this spot, but once we put liquid in here, that will no longer be the case, which will be nice. Where are you going with that food? Oh, you must be putting it in the fridge. Are you? Let's not do that. We're not going on any space missions anytime soon. Check on this. This is unrefrigerated. Pollution exposed. What is polluted oxygen? Ah. Okay. We need to recreate this area here. We're having problems getting food in. But, yeah, that's that rocket. What about this rocket? Tell the dupes I don't want anything in there just at the moment. This one's okay and still in a vacuum area. This one, this is the one that the data banks are being made at. And these calories, I'll just lit that. That's not too many calories, but, yeah, you might as well destroy this and open this up. I've got no way of actually sending this back down in the base without building a fridge or something. But I think, let's just save that food. So I'm going to put refrigerator. It's going to be accessible by this thing here, which is not super easy to do. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. Hopefully one of the dupes will go up and grab that for food. Could put a refrigerator just directly in here and tell dupes only using special occasions. Or I could build a second one of these, because I want one that's going to access this. Oh, I know what I'll do. If I put this here, I don't know if technically I am accessing that or not. But if I put it here, here, I'll put it right here. And if I do that, and I put a fridge right there, this could be a system for send food from various places into my coal pit, which is down here. So this is in the deep freeze state. That's what I'm wanting to see, deep freeze. Take the time here to remove some of the material that's not food, such as the ceramic, rust, polluted ice, mafic rock, and polluted dirt. Okay, so I'm going to put a fridge right here. Not going to power it. So let me just verify that this chef they have a lit workspace. Just want to make sure this light accesses them. Do we need any more pips here? No surprise. We do. Let's just wrangle a bunch of those pips. Check to see if any progress has been made down here. Slowly, see miner down here installing this ladder. How much oxygen is set? So now I can get 4 dupes at the time down there. I'm going to tell the dupes I really want the crude line finished before all else. So they'll make their way up here. Start construction on that, and we can get rid of this store when that finally happens. Not going to do that beforehand. Oh no, I was going to say, didn't realize this was attached to the base, but it's not. Getting very close. Last few pipes are being installed. Now we should see crude oil making its way up. Maybe there it is. So we need about 4 tons of that, if I understand that correctly. Dupes are starting more construction here on this future project, which we're certainly not going to finish in this episode. I think I'm pretty much just going to finish on this airlock. And when we have enough oil, whoa. What was that? Whoa. Was that carbon dioxide that was in... What broke? Whoa. What, crude oil. What temperature does that freeze at? Fudge. Yeah, okay. I should not be using crude oil. Instead, I will choose petrol. I could do ethanol, but I feel a lot safer. Let's cut this. Let's get this out of there. Let's send this stuff back. How to do this? If I attach this, will it go down? Get out of there, crude oil. You're the wrong choice. You're the wrong choice. I want crude oil. Petroleum. Fortunately, I'm making petroleum way down here. So I'm going to have to send a line from my refinery up. I want to stop it from going down. Alright, just a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. But that's alright. It's going to go up like this. It's going to go over here. Do an insulated pipe since I'm expecting this to be pretty warm. We're going to hop over a few things like this. And go over here. We can just avoid one bridge. I didn't even check whether the temperature requirements of crude oil was fine. I just assumed it was. We'll just use regular pipe from here. We're fine. And I want to connect in with this. We got to turn this. I told the dupes not to run this anymore, so that's not true. Let's turn this back on. We'll put in some bridges here. I'm going to make some cuts just to avoid some unintended consequences. So this goes right there. I think this is a level 5 room. Oh, but the dupes can get access to that. So we're okay. So let's put in some liquid bridges. This is for the petroleum line going up. I thought we were going to be ending here pretty soon with that liquid airlock, and I realized there's a little bit more to that. But this isn't too bad. This is just a pipe. Ugh. Pipe going up. And another one right here. We'll cut this, even though I can see it doesn't really matter. Another bridge, okay. At least I see crude oil going down, so that must be indicating that we're producing some stuff. This also makes natural gas as well. Forget about that. See a little bit of polluted oxygen. Let's put a deodorizer in here. This was a system long ago that was taking polluted water and converting it to oxygen. So I don't need this space, but I can get rid of all of this. Nice thing about this, not only did it produce oxygen, it made a lot of clay, which I've turned into ceramic. Just looking at the research room, I want to make a Red Bolt engine. Propulsion, let's get that back. Alright, I'll let the dupes make this line. This is not... we must be out of sulfur. And I think that's okay. Let's look at our... Oh yeah, our calories. We've got 34,000 calories of pepper bread. I was expecting to have more, to be honest. I think that's okay because we're... As I calculated, I've got 20 of these. And 3 of these. So I think we've got enough. As long... Oh. Natural gas. Okay, we're not cooking that if we don't have natural gas. You know what? I'm going to call it here. The dupes are going to create this line. In the next episode, we will finish this airlock. We will come up with a system to pump out the natural gas that's being produced here. Because we need to consume, we need that to produce food. And once all that's done, oh, and then filtering. And eventually we'll get to the point where we can put in this research reactor. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks anyone for hitting the like button. And hopefully I will see you in a future video. I'll continue on expanding my base. Till then.